Hi Aquarius, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing your next chapter reading. So this will be a reading about what you can expect in this chapter that you're entering right now and what's changing for you, what's evolving for you, what you can expect. Okay, so I'm going to give you all the themes. This is more of a themes reading. I'm going to give you all the themes that you can expect in this next chapter that you're walking in right now, and we'll go from there. All right. Excuse my appearance, guys. I feel very uncomfortable, but this is me. This is me in the reality of life. This is what I look like most days, okay? So, excuse my hair and excuse my no makeup. But for you, Aquarius, you have Saturn, which is the planet of wisdom, coming out for you for your next chapter. And you also have in conjunction, okay? Which is a very powerful message. It just talks about you empowering that energy of Saturn. Saturn is a very big disciplinary, can give you hard lessons, put you through turmoil or challenges that feel like, how am I going to get through this? But with conjunction being here, it's empowering you. So anything that's triggering you right now is prompting you for change. And even with the conjunction energy, it just talks about how you'll be able to move through your challenges more smoothly than your peers, than people around you. So, this is not something to be nervous about or scared about. This is something for you to embrace. And as you go with the flow, you'll see that your life is unlocking in very powerful ways, or more beautiful things are unlocking for you. So, with that Saturn energy, this talks about discipline. I feel like through something positive that's happening in your life is allowing you to have more discipline. You could be already very disciplined, Aquarius. Every Aquarius that I've come across is disciplined, and it's kind of like ironic because Aquarius is also a sign of freedom. So you guys like your freedom, you like to have adventure, you like to learn, you like to explore. And it's very ironic with that Saturn energy that you're going through this so naturally or easily. You, from your past experiences, you're digging deep and you're able to pull your past experiences and put them into your present. So I feel like you've dealt with the hardships or the challenges or the turmoil in the past, and it's allowing for this season, which may call for you to learn tough lessons. It's easier for you versus maybe your friends or your family. Okay, so you're coasting through the Saturn energy, which is really nice. Also have this energy of telling you to watch Capricorn's reading because Saturn is Capricornic energy. So you may want to watch Capricorn's reading, which I do have available for you. So go look on the channel, see what messages come out for you in that reading, okay? But yes, so discipline is going to be a big thing. Your routines, your rituals, what you do day to day, how you structure yourself, how you are hard on yourself, what you're hard on yourself about. Some of you guys, because it feels very lackadaisical or feels very easy, you may be hard on yourself about things that come naturally to other people. Things that are so easy, like waking up in the morning or your self-care routine or how you cook for yourself, what foods you eat. So it almost feels like what you're being disciplined on is not what the collective is being disciplined on. The collective could be disciplined on really harsh lessons. I feel like your energy is more so like simple things in your life. The simple things you're learning right now, you're going to get accustomed to. It's easy for you to learn, and it's whatever lessons are being placed on you are very easy to overcome. So this is a very easy period for you, which is amazing. That's good, okay? Because if you've been living this life for as long as I've been living this life, which hasn't even been long, you know how hard it can be on yourself, okay? So with that Saturn, there's nothing to worry about. I feel like it's just very simple things that are right in front of your face that you're immersing yourself into. You could be getting better with punctuality or your time, being time management, or even like, being first in line or being someone who shows up on time. Okay, so punctuality or just being on time or having time management. You could be structuring your responsibility. You could be getting tested right now, but I do feel like it's very easy test that you will overcome very easily. Okay, you could be very ambitious, motivated, determined during this time. You could be having a lot of restraint towards the things that you know are not good for you, which is good. You could be getting grounded. You're doing more practical steps towards your desired life or your future or what you manifest. So you're taking the steps needed to get towards that. You're having more self control, like Leo energy. So you're being disciplined and having self control from going towards things that are not good for you or things that tempt you that will drag you back. You could become more traditional. So some of you guys are thinking about your future and a legacy that you're leaving behind, and maybe even having strong connections around you. So this is a time that you're thinking about marriage. This is a time that you're thinking about children. This is a time that you're thinking about land, acquiring land, where you're going to live. Maybe you want to build something from the ground up. So you're like, okay, I really need to buy some land, something like that. Your money, maybe listening to your parents' advice. Even if you have a parent who was not financially stable, there's something that they told you through their own lessons that is sticking with you right now, okay? So some of you guys, I feel like your parents were not the best. Like maybe you parented yourself. That's something that you could be reflecting on. Like I raised myself, or even if I had older siblings or if I had my parents, I raised myself. But there's certain things that you can take from your parents' life or your older siblings' life that you're integrating into your life to make success, okay? Being very realistic, so being very practical, realistic, that kind of thing. Containing your emotions, which is normal to you, Aquarius. This is not new to you. You are someone is you're part of the swords environment, which is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Your normal energy is to contain your emotions, but it's not about what you're containing. Sorry, it's not about containing your emotions, about what you're containing. So what are you holding back from expressing, opening up about? You may want to seek a professional for that because it does need to be released. Bone energy, bone, carpal tunnel, typing all day, moving heavy things all day. Your bones, your ailments will be a big factor in your next chapter. I feel like you'll be able to resolve this, especially because you have conjunction with Saturn. So something is just very favorable for you. So you'll be able to handle it. But the lesson you need to take from whatever you're going to get handled is how to prevent that. So when you go to the doctors or you go to a specialist or you go to the chiropractors, whatever you do, or you get massages, whatever, there's certain knowledge that these professionals will be giving to you, and you need to utilize that in your life. You're safe right now, but you won't be safe forever. So just taking in the wisdom that people are giving you. Saturn is the planet of wisdom. So whatever wisdom comes towards you right now, own it and then, implement it, okay? Maturity as well. So being more emotionally mature or just mature than the people around you, your friends, your family, feeling like you're more mature than them, that kind of thing, okay? So that is the Saturn energy. And conjunction is just empowering that. So it's supporting that, or it's like something that you're going through can combine with that makes you have some type of success. You have nothing to worry about as long as you go with the flow. If you resist change, then that's where your problems will come. But if you're going with the flow of change and you're going to new areas that support you, you'll be fine, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what else needs to come out for my aquas. I really want to do your reading, Aquarius, because I've been seeing how you guys are big lover boys or lover girls. Love is just surrounding you at this time. You can't escape love. Even if you have a lot of options, which I've been seeing, someone in those options is like a big soulmate for you or a big lover. So love is surrounding you during this time. And you could be having a really positive energy right now. Let's see what's coming out for my aquas. All right, so this chapter we have the Five of Cups. We have the High Priestess. And we also have the Eight of Wands. There's someone here who is disappointing you, and this person has some type of tie to you in your near future. So with the Five of Cups, this is something from your recent past that has disappointed you, whether it was heartbreak, separation, a breakup, whether it's a friend falling out, a family falling out, or drama. There's something that is really burdening you here. With the High Priestess, I do feel like your demeanor towards this is like acting like it never happened, or just being very reserved, or playing hard to get towards that energy. Now, your outcome is the Eight of Wands, which lets me know that whatever this is that you have been trying to avoid, or even if you're trying to avoid your feelings about it, it's going to hit you all at once, okay? But also talks about other themes, but the major theme here is like something that you feel disappointed by, that you probably empower yourself by, acting like nothing's wrong. And then eventually it hits you all at once, whether this person's hitting you up all at once, or whatever you weren't receiving from that Five of Cups that made you feel disappointed, you will be receiving in the near future. This person or the situation will be giving you everything that you wanted, but at a later date. So I do see that, and it's coming in very like hard. Like, you ever watch Nickelodeon, and they do the like slime moments where they slime the celebrities, or they slime like maybe the biggest, people within the, what am I trying to say? They slime the people who are like the actors, the main actors, whatever, in their shows. There's something where you're getting slimed, but someone else is getting slimed as well, and it's coming all at once. So something that you were trying to ignore or just trying to move forward from is going to hit you all at once, I see in this chapter. Okay, but other than that, with the Five of Cups, you're realizing that the things that fell through for you, that didn't work out for you, that were like a bust, you're learning how to move forward from that. So you're no longer paying attention to those energies, and you're moving towards something new. Now let's see what's coming towards you. All right, what's coming towards my aquas with that Five of Cups when they finally realize what's coming towards my aquas? Okay, Seven of Cups. So this is why I was saying that you're such a lover girl or a lover boy right now, and I'm so excited to do your reading. Because with that Seven of Cups, you have whatever you're missing out on is being replenished in abundance, okay? So if you had a bad love situation, you're getting all the suitors right now. Everybody wants a piece of you. Or if you had a breakup within a friend group, you're gaining a lot of new friends right now, and you're just trying to figure out who to nurture. What situation should I nurture right now? Or even if this is like, this feels emotional, so this could be family related, friendship related, or even like love related. But if this happens to be work related, you have a lot of new options coming towards you. I see you going after these options and like trying each flavor. But after you try each flavor, you'll feel indecisive about what you want. So I don't know what that is about. Like, if you think about the Seven of Cups, like ice cream, you have chocolate, you have pistachio, you have raspberry dream, you have Superman, you have, shout out to Superman, you have whatever. You're trying each one, and then after you try each one, you're like, okay, which one tastes the best? You're having indecision behind that. Like, I don't know which one tastes the best, and it's because it's too many. It's like you tried too many. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I do feel like keep your options to 2 or 3 if you can. If you can, keep it to 2 or 3, because so many options is clouding your thinking. And there is something that you're supposed to be moving forward with here, but because you have so much going on at one time, especially with that Eight of Wands, it can talk about your head being on a swivel because you have so much going on at one time, so much hitting you all at once. I feel like you're going to be very indecisive about that. So when it comes to love or new friendships or whatever you're doing at this time, I feel like you'll be enjoying each and every one, but it'll be hard for you to settle or to figure out which one makes you feel the most exhilarating because you have so many options. And that's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to have a lot of options. But the bad thing out of this, if it's like career wise or has to do with your money, you may not have the clarity to make the best decision. So you have to really like my advice for that, if this is something that you really need to make a decision on, my advice is to not indulge too much. Don't go for everybody who's coming towards you. Play coy or even be the high priestess, which I see you're already doing, which is holding back or playing hard to get, because if you have so much options before you, you're bound to not really sink into the option that's meant for you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Your dating life is really long or big, or you have a lot of options here. You don't know what to choose. You're confusing yourself a little bit. Also, too, imposter syndrome with the Five of Pentacles. Because you were treated badly in the past, it's hard for you to empower yourself for the future. So it's hard for you to like be into these next connections and really say what you want or say what you mean or get what you want, because you're not really asserting yourself based off of like maybe low self-esteem based off of your last situation. So something made you feel really low with that Five of Pentacles. You have a lot of options, but you don't know what to do with them. That's what I'm seeing. But I feel like you should explore, but also you should make mental notes. Like whoever makes you feel the most exhilarating, whoever really speaks to your soul, whatever feels the most aligned, you need to be taking mental notes throughout the process so you know what to go back towards, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Is there anything else for Aqua? Make sure you're making mental notes, whether you're dating, going into new industries, new workplaces, or if you're hanging out with new friends. Make mental notes of the situations that made you feel the most comfortable, had that nostalgic energy, like they knew you before this lifetime. That's what you should stick with, okay? Let me see. Yeah, whoever makes you feel like family, or whoever feels like a true friend, something that you can trust, or something that feels nostalgic to you or comfortable, that's what you should lean into. And I know that's not like the most groundbreaking advice, but the reason that it is so important is because, for example, if I went to a racing event, like where people, always, where people come and bring their cars, they're showing off their cars. If I get in this person's Porsche, then I get into the Jeep, then I get into the Ferrari, then I get into the McLaren, then I get into, maybe the Benz. Which one stuck out for me? Which experience was the best ride for me? I can't think because I did too much. So the best thing for you is to take notes along the way, because I do want you to experience all that is being brought to you, but you have to take notes along the way to know what's in sync for you for your next moves, whether that's towards your goals, your desires, your love, family, friends, whatever. Take mental notes and keep them reserved, okay? And also don't tell too many people about your life right now. Now is not a good time to open up about your successes or how popular you are or how many people are in your body or with the wrong people. Because since you have so much energy coming towards you, you have a lot of people coming towards you. And you don't want to share the wrong information with the wrong person. Now I see what people really like about you right now, Aquarius, is that you're very mysterious with that high priestess energy. You could be playing hard to get, or you just have this energy where you're not telling people your deepest parts of yourself, and someone really likes that, or multiple people really like that. Let's see why this is so significant for you. Clarify the high priestess. Okay, so you're gonna be around your family or your closest friends like soon, and you're not gonna be telling them about some part of your life. This is allowing you to feel very grounded with the King of Pentacles. So it also could be how people judge you. People see you as a breadwinner, or see people feel very inspired by you. So you can't naturally tell them about your day to day, because if you did, then they would probably, you may worry about, like, if you told people what's really going on, then they would think less of you, or they wouldn't think highly of you. I don't know. Also, too, at work, whatever you do for work, you need to be very private about it right now. Not forever, but very private, or just tell your community, like the people who live in your state or your town. But you don't need to be like telling a stranger. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's not about like telling someone and then it falls through. It's about the mystery. People love the mystery behind you. So if you can capitalize on mystery, you need to do that. If you can capitalize on someone who met you and they're like, "Oh, I really like Aqua, but Aqua was very like private or quiet," you need to do that. That is ensuing more money for you, especially at work when it comes to your boss. Your boss may be asking you, what you doing for the holidays? What are you doing for the weekend? What are you They're trying to pick your brain to see what you're like outside of work. Don't give them that satisfaction. Keep it very plain Jane or say the least possible because it helps your popularity or it helps your favor in some way. I know that feels very backwards and weird, but honestly, it's helping your momentum or it's helping your status in some way. So just be mysterious, okay? Like, let people think. You can give a little bit about your life, but just hold back most of it. Like, don't tell too much because it's helping you in some ways, gaining you a lot of momentum or a lot of motivation or drive. So, even your closest of friends or family, just be super private right now in this chapter, or maybe this is what you're naturally doing. With that King of Pentacles, I feel like you're entering a chapter where you're making more money than your peers or your family. So you're going to become a big breadwinner. And a lot of people look up to you. And that's the thing. Think of yourself as a celebrity. You can't let people know that you were just eating chips or you're just, you ate 5 bags of chips that day. It's going to become a headline. You understand? So be very private, even with the people who are closest to you, especially if you live with a roommate. Don't tell this roommate all your life. Have some mystery, even with the people closest to you, because the only reason is because the people closest to you look up to you. So they want to have this image of you of being like this angel or this inspiration. You have to keep that to keep your momentum. And I see you doing that naturally. Okay. So yeah, just give people mystery. It will work out in the best favor for you, romantically, friendship wise, family wise, work wise. Just do that. I promise you. I don't know the best way to explain it, but I promise you it'll work out in your favor. People love what they can't have. So if you don't give them too much of yourself, you will stay with this big momentum or people will continue rooting for you. I don't know what that's about. Let me see. What is this about? King of Pentacles for my aquas. Also, too, maybe not cluing people into your business makes you feel more peaceful. Like, not everybody knows what you have going on. So if something falls through or if something works out, it doesn't matter. You still have peace around it. Because even someone who's being celebrated, even people on their birthdays, and your birthday's coming up, even people on their birthdays, they get shy when they're getting a lot of attention. So maybe you have that energy where it's like, even if people are celebrating you overly, or even if people are hating on you, it'll just be better for you to like not share because then you can just live in the moment yourself. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that the best, but that's what I'm getting. Now we have the Eight of Wands. So you have incredible momentum happening for you in this next chapter, even into next year. You have a lot of speed going towards your goals. So any goals that you have right now and that you have been actively working towards will have a very fast outcome. Okay. And it may spook you a little bit. Now, also, the Eight of Wands talks about back to back messages or someone hitting you up and really feeling like in sync with you or feeling like they're bonding with you and wanting to text you all the time. So you may have friends or lovers or family who are on your ass a little bit in this next chapter. They really love your energy. They love to chase the mystery. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Wands for Aqua. Six of Swords. Yeah, there's something about being private because you're in the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a transitional energy. It's energy of like moving away from chaos or drama or conflict and moving into more peaceful surroundings, which I see for you. You are getting a lot of offers or opportunities. You're getting a lot of people who want to date you. You're getting a lot of new friends, whatever. But you're also in a transitional period, so everybody can't come with you. And you will be able to decipher the good from the bad. But there's something about you being mysterious. Yeah. Also, it's good for you to be mysterious because you are the Empress or the Emperor. So in a lot of people's lives, Aquarius, especially being a humanitarian and being like a philanthropist, you end up taking on the burdens of other people. And maybe in this chapter, the universe really wants you to prioritize yourself. So with that Empress being here, a lot of people are trying to be associated with your energy because they know there's benefits from being associated to you, whether you make a lot of money and they feel like you're going to be generous, or you make a lot of money and they can meet people in your circle to make a lot of money, or if you're just very stable and grounded and they want to feed off of that, or family feels like they want to pick your brain, they want your opinion, they want your advice. It can be very overwhelming. And I see that whoever you come into their life with the Empress, you rub off a lot of abundance on them. So something is telling you to protect yourself. Maybe privacy or mysterious energy is protecting you from the overload of everybody's petitions. Everybody's petitioning you to do something, to be there for them, to show up here, to do that. But they also, it could be very unbalanced where they're not doing the same thing for you. Or it could be just an overload of a lot of people who are so into you during this season, new friends, new love, that they're asking so much of you to be there, to show up for them, where it's kind of like chaotic or it's out of your control. So in this next season, I want you to be very careful of like who's in your energy, because the Empress is the energy of like queen of the land or king of the land, and whoever's in my land benefits because I'm such a great leader. So you need to be careful of who you associate yourself with because they will be taking from you in some type of way. And if they don't have their own shit together, or if they're not beneficial themselves, it can bring you down. So just pay attention to that in this next chapter that you're going to. But I do see you accomplishing your goals very fast, faster than anybody around you. And you'll have incredible momentum where things will be happening back to back, really good things, okay? So this is what I have for you, Aqua. Please like the video. It helps me out a lot. Comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on your next reading coming out soon. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right? Bye.